Along the bushes.
Guys, welcome back to the CyberRoadster build. Check this out in the back. So as you guys may know, the tail light on this is from a Lexus SUV. I need to get the original Model 3 tail lights inside this bar light. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it, or is it even gonna fit. This third brake light right here is from a Toyota Venza SUV. I was driving one day and I seen a nice third brake light. Catch up, I was like, are you serious? That's a Toyota Venza. And it's one of those tail lights where there's no dots on the, there's no individual dots on the LED strip, you know what I mean? So let's open up the tail lights and see if I can get them in there. So I'm working on the brake light placement. Check this out. I tried several different options, and there's one that really jumped out to me, which is this one. This right here is what the brake light and the turn light is in the Model 3. This is all I need. So I was like, hold on, I got a light bulb in my head. I was like, what if I get inside here so that this can stand like this, backwards, whatever. This was literally designed for a CyberRoadster build. Look how tight that is. But that is freaking crazy. That is just right up against the wall right there, and I had to kind of wiggle it in to get it in there. That's exact, damn, that looks good. Okay, so I came back the next day. I loved the look, and I was like, you know what? What if I could fit the reverse lights in there? I jumped on it, started cutting it out. Check this out. So that's gonna be the brake light. That's gonna be the reverse light right there. It's gonna be more to the center. Get out of my way. So I managed to fit, I think I managed to fit it in there. This is the brake light, and this is the reverse right here. So what I did was, I put some tape over here. I taped this up with electrical tape not to get light pollution. For example, when it's in here, when I push the brakes, this tends to light up. The light comes basically from here, and it kind of interferes with that, and vice versa. When this is on, this kind of catches the red light, and then same thing for the reverse light. So black tape, that's going to completely block it out so that this works on its own and the light doesn't go anywhere else. So I'm going to put this in, kind of hot glue it in place so it doesn't move. Then I'm going to do the plyo grip. Okay, I got both. Let's fill it in with this. Put it on the car and test it out. Okay, let's test out the brake light. Push it. Put it in reverse. All right, so take a look at that. You can't even tell where those LEDs are. Brake lamp and reverse right there. This is the original tail light. You see there's a huge chip on the inside right there. Well, that thing's too big to fit in this housing. What I need to do is put this housing, put this chip somewhere inside the car, and I need to basically wire to this, right? Because the harness gets plugged in right there. That's like a 3 or 4 pin, but then there's 6 wires that go to here and 4 here. That's 10 wires, and each have individual chips. So I need to do, connect this one, and have one plug that comes out with a 10-pin plug. then I can go route it somewhere into the car. So I'm gonna connect the wires, close this thing off, and be done with the taillight. But that looks freaking cool. That's what I was going for. Just a sleek, you can't see anything else but this, you know, bar light right here. That looks clean. I'm happy with that. Okay, continue. Okay, after all that splicing, I don't even know how many I did, several hundred. This is what I ended up with. Okay, now that I got the tail lights squared away, reverse, brake light, now it's on to the third brake light from a Toyota Venza. This thing looks freaking awesome. And I actually got the pigtail, the harness from Toyota. Perfect. It's like OEM. Let's get in the car and make sure it's a 12 volt because Toyota uses only 12 volt. Okay, here is the original third brake light. Check this out, watch. Okay, I already spliced the wire to check the voltage. What is it? 14.2, a little high. Good to go. It'll be nice and bright. I'm gonna splice it to this wire right here. It goes through the body. Connect this Toyota pigtail. Make sure I got the plus and minus correct. Oh, yeah. Good? Okay, what's next on this car? Come over here. I need to figure out what kind of an insert I'm gonna put in here. It's gonna kind of match what's going on in the back, kind of with fins like this. Yeah, that's freaking awesome. I like how it's not like completely going down to the side skirt. And then the way I'm gonna have this thing attach is I'm gonna just put one of those threaded rivets into the fender right, like roughly right here. All right, I got my 5 pieces of templates right here. I'm gonna cut out from the ABS, put them on there, and basically trim black and give it a little bit of texture, kind of like what there is here right now, and be done with it. Let's do it. Okay, now that I got all the ABS cut out, the backing plate is gonna be the main mount. So it's just gonna be one 10 mil going into the fender. I'm gonna put one of these threaded rivets with a flat 10 mil. All right, so I did the insert on the fender. I wanted to match the DNA of this rear end. Check this out right here. So 3 fins. This first one is coming out a little further past the fender. These are a little more recessed, and I think that looks pretty cool. And then, you know, the protection back here so that rocks and dirt don't fly over here so much. I think that looks pretty freaking cool. And the way it holds on is basically 110 mil screw standing right there. Well, it's an M6, not 10 mil. It's a hex, recessed. Look at that cyber bar light. Man, I'm happy about that. That looks freaking cool. Man. Take a look at this Cybertruck hood on a Model S Plaid. This is the starting point of the Cyber build. So picture this standing right there, and obviously not that angle. This has radiators that stick out really far. You know, the nose on the Model S is really long, the hood is really long. So these radiators actually have to go in the back.